Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 47 of Aneria, the Shattered Realm. Wait. Do we have it? No, I don't have it here. You know the cow by now, though. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. We are very happy to be back and excited for you to see what we have tonight. For you all, it's been a couple weeks since we had our free week last week, or our off week, so we'll give you a reminder of everything in a moment. But first of all, we need to give you the usual reminders, which is liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel. It's like 46% non-subscribers or something like that?
Yes, something like that.
Yep. And we especially want to give a big thank you.
We only need like 40 of you to get to 5,000.
Yeah, that'd be great. And we do want to especially thank all of you who are patrons on Patreon, which is a wonderful way to support us. It got us these brand new microphones that you're hearing everybody's voice through now.
New mics through this.
Yeah, which hopefully sound good in case things go wrong. This is the first night using them, so
if I don't screw up in editing, it will sound great.
You can hear me masticate.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
Demonetized.
It means chewing.
Yeah, for those children out there, including myself, it means chewing.
But if you
go tell your parents what it
if
means.
you subscribe to our Patreon, you get episodes 2 days early. Mm-hmm. And now we are offering episodes ad-free for patrons. Patrons. We decided that we are going to release a special unlisted ad-free version of our episodes so that you don't have to worry about YouTube shouting in your ear with ads that will start right about now.
Tired of the ads? Buy Spotify Premium.
But yeah, so if you want to, feel free to...
I know the ad I always get.
Which one?
Which one do you get?
It's for diapers.
Oh.
It says, "You know poop is coming." I don't even have any babies at home.
There's the voice actor out there somewhere that's like,
here we go again.
You know poop.
They go, and then they look at the check, they just got cut, and they go, whatever.
Worth it.
Last night, I was at Applebee's with the wife for dinner, and there was a football game on. I look up, and it's got captions on, and there was a caption flub up because it said, "He hits you, and then he comes, COMES, and you poop." And I was like, and it went way too fast before I could be like, Casey, am I reading this wrong? But it was just like, what is going on? This is a football game.
There's some closed captioner out there that's like, all right, I'm going to get him. I hate this job.
Very intimate.
Subliminal messaging, yes,
It's very intimate.
Buy popcorn.
Jeez Louise.
But yeah, so you can get episodes ad-free, 2 days early. We got a lot of bonus content, including something we'll talk about in just a little bit here that we did tonight, which is exciting. Then all of that just kind of adds to the experience. It's nothing that is required, but we do appreciate it, and it does help us get just wonderful new equipment.
Us giving back.
Exactly. I think
It's not required in the same way it's not required to have good personal hygiene.
or car insurance.
Yeah.
Or doing your taxes.
It's not required.
And you say so.
Or gingivitis.
It's not required to have gingivitis.
I don't know. I was trying to think of the most random thing I could think of.
It worked.
Thanks.
Say it like Wilford Brimley, like diabetes.
Gingivitis. Gingivitis.
Gingivitis.
We're going to get the gingivitis.
That's when the ginger attacks you.
Yeah.
You got gingivitis.
Oh my word.
And his name was Cletus.
And then last, you heard it at the top of the episode, but you know the cow by now.
Set the mood
thank
for
you.
your game.
That's so great.
There we go. Yep. Thank you, Syrinscape, for providing wonderful sound effects like what you just heard, because it is fantastic, and we absolutely love them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if absolutely is probably the right word there, but we do enjoy them.
I'm secure enough in my manhood. I love them.
You love
Syrinscape? I'm a software sexual. Sure, why not?
I am not ready to commit to any
You
software.
learn
Thank you very much.
in your D&D games.
Next,
Should we get into the episode?
This is like
brings a new meaning to end user license agreement.
You are a software sexual.
Ooh la la.
the problem
Robot
exists
No.
between
in
keyboard
the
and chair.
Pep gag.
No.
Oh, IT.
Torrey's gonna go home. We're gonna get a message back. I can't play with you guys anymore. I'm sorry.
Hey, sorry, no, we don't take that from the Queen of Accidental Filth. Thank you very much.
You know what? I have not been filthy in a long time.
You've been doing great. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
Clean
would you
up
fix
my
that all right?
Sorry, what do you want? You want me to
You're
say
welcome,
some more
Mom.
swear words?
I just pulled up the user list when I clicked on here, and you're still listed as Queen of Filth in the user list, so that's why I remembered.
Didn't you say your mom was watching? So I was saying you're welcome to your mom.
Yeah, so like if I said... you guys would have to bleep it all out.
We'll just put the sound of you screaming over it. It's fine.
So if I said,
I can't
I do have
even
the
say
sheep
now. I'm
one.
too embarrassed.
Well, let's go ahead and get into tonight's game then, so you don't have to. Last time, the party made their way away from Arconis after picking up an orphan, first of all. That was something that I did not expect, but it happened. Does anybody remember his full name?
If I had my notes, I left him at home.
yes, hold on.
I'm going to call
First
him.
one gets an epic die. Missed out on the epic die because you're
Kittle
not
fan
prepared.
Benanderbis, kid that likes to be called Muck.
Benanderbis.
Benanderbis.
Kittlefin Benanderbis, that is correct.
Nickname Kid, but
Another one for
he kept saying his nickname was Muck,
That's what he said his nickname was.
and we said that's a stupid nickname.
It's like
Yeah,
saying
so you
bleep
nicknamed
with
him
an M.
Kid. Yeah.
That's what happens when you adopt, right? You get to name them.
Yeah. Just like when you get a butler, you get to name them.
Yeah. What's your butler's name?
My first name is Shit. Last name Theed.
Shathid.
It's Shathid. Yeah.
Shatheed.
That's one of my favorite.
That's such an old vine, but it's so good. Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Not word that people can hear me masticating as well.
Hey, if you want more, ASMR content like this, join the Patreon.
Yeah. Mukbang.
We'll turn it up really loud and eat candy.
So with new orphan in tow, the party left Arconis behind and started traveling to Aneria proper. But during that, you woke up one morning to find John enamored with some sort of light. And Bolt decided to follow it along until you found yourselves in underneath an asteroid where there's this city that's kind of hanging on the bottom of it, and a big arena in the middle. When you got to the city, you took care of some
Wispy business.
undead hounds, and met with Ava Marie, a pirate, or not pirate, a sailor. She's a merchant sailor. She's not technically a pirate.
What would you do with a maiden?
And she informed you that her ship had encountered another one in the Astral Sea. The two airships fought, and both went down. And some of her crew made it off with her, but they had since been captured and taken to the grand arena that's in the center of the city. When you got to this Coliseum, you found that Bolt realized that this was the arena of one Ponderax Stalli. An old tale of a man who ran grand tournaments in order to give the champion, the winner, a vial of angel's blood. And when you got inside, you found a stadium full of undead spirits and undead fighting in the arena, followed by Ava's party fighting in the arena for their lives. Ava jumped in, and you followed suit and managed to take out the Princess of Salt. That was your opponent. And as you were ushered into the other stadium, the next round came around with another living team that happened to be the Brotherhood of Neve, which, if you remember from way back when, is the name that Fred's father has given to his faction of the Arcanum that has broken away. And in fact, one of the members of this team was Belle. Frickin' Belle. So we pick up tonight.
Yep. So what was the brother that we met in Archstone?
Xander.
Yes, Xander.
Okay.
Who is just the next brother older than Fred.
Yeah, yep, he's the youngest son.
Yeah. And Belle is the second oldest.
So as the fight starts, you guys are recovering in the stage. So you guys can take a long rest as you're recovering in like this pit area. Or not long rest. Short rest.
Oh, I got so excited.
You got so close there. You guys can take a short rest. Sorry.
Okay.
Don't we have something on a short rest? One of us to give extra healing or
Nope.
something?
No
That would be a bard
That's
thing.
Yeah.
Usually I do.
And you don't
That's
have-
also in the monster machine. I forgot about that too.
Yeah.
You get full. But it will be like,
Me down.
Victor, please use your runes or use any potions you have.
I will use all these things, these dice I have in my
Because-
pocket that say hit me.
Whatever it takes
I've used all of them.
to get up to
97!
Are you
We're almost
max?
there. That's using all of every
your hit
last
die.
hit die.
Well, hold on. I got 2 Warlock hit die. Let's try those. Take a short rest.
Ava does actually turn to Bolt and say, do you have any extra
Okay.
potions or anything that you could help my crew out with? I hate to ask more of you at this point, but...
Well, we do, but they come with stipulations.
Like?
They don't run in and die again, because I don't want to waste another potion.
I think at this point, you're going to do all the fighting and we'll stay in the pit.
Okay.
If that's allowed.
Oh, I see.
As in, like, not in the arena with us.
Yeah, we won't be in the arena. If they allow us to...
Are any of your companions in absolute dire need of a potion, or can they wait until after our combat?
3 of them, they're all stable, technically. But 3 of them are unconscious from the fight and have, like, pretty bad wounds.
Can I do medicine checks to see if they would survive
Yeah, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
the next few hours?
Oh, so confused.
17.
17? Yeah, they are, like, there are some pretty bad wounds, but you can easily, like, dress them enough that they'll be okay for a couple
Yeah,
hours.
I'll do that. I'll, like, put something, one of the guy's arms in a splint type.
Eventually, they will need magical healing,
Right.
or else they could have problems.
Okay,
Especially in a place of undeath like this, where who knows what kind of necropsy could happen.
Bolt says he needs to dress the wound, but the guys are already dressed, so he means... Did they mean undress?
Probably. Start taking off their pants.
Let's not.
Well, this one has a very nasty leg wound right by
okay,
the thigh,
all right.
so yes, please take off their pants.
My pleasure.
So Fred is not watching the battle. Is she kind of just like doing her own thing in between? Maybe like glancing at it. I guess maybe she could always have one eye on the battle. That's
Do the
always-
runes like shift around as the in between matches? Like
No, they're pretty much the same. Although
I took
they will, yeah, they will shift a little bit. But for this fight, they are pretty much the same. And actually, there is a fight going on. It looks like it is the Brotherhood of Neve versus a kind of the skeletal knight that they announced as Baron Iquaz and his kind of skeletal retinue as well. And it's a kind of a...
It is
The
Baron.
It is the Baron.
It is his love partner.
So, if you want to see that fight, you should join Patreon because we actually did that fight before we started here tonight. It was just kind of to give the party a chance to realize, or not realize, but make things easier on themselves one way or the other, kind of thing. But one thing you all do notice without any sort of perception checks needed is that Fred's brother is just as skilled as she is, if not more so. He is, it's hard to say, but he is a...
You just visibly recoiled. Did you, like, someone say something rude to you, or...
The DM did.
Tell me the truth.
What?
Have you been watching Belle out there?
yes, actually.
Is he cooler than me?
I mean, he's standing in the pool of, like, ice and tentacles at the moment, and...
And he's laughing like it's not a big deal.
I mean, maybe it's like a, what do you call it, the trigger, coping mechanism for stressful situations. Maybe he laughs nervously.
No, I've never seen him do that before in my life.
Oh, then yeah, he's definitely cool.
I did see him almost trip.
You did.
That wasn't very cool.
That is so not cool.
And I've never seen you trip.
That's true. I've never
Thank
seen
you,
you die
Bolt.
either. He was
Changing
pretty
that
close.
eventually. Fred takes a step. Roll me an acrobatics check.
No!
Fred takes another step. Roll me an acrobatics check, please.
The karmic dice come.
Okay. 16.
She like walks towards the gate but doesn't trip. So still running strong in the no tripping there. But Bell definitely does have a certain gravitas to him. He reminds you a little bit of Ceradon actually with the way that he handles the glaive. Very fluid motions, very like he's easily dodges and weaves around things without seemingly any issue. And in the end, his team comes out on top, though they take losses. They lose half of their forces, so that there's only 3 of the Brotherhood left, plus Bell himself. But he comes out of it relatively unscathed, and it doesn't look like
You're
they
welcome,
put...
everyone.
Yeah.
That was all me.
No, not having 3 survive is on you. The 3 dead is on you. Yeah.
No.
You should probably clarify, because otherwise it sounds like they lived because of you.
True.
Brother versus brother.
But it was a brother versus brother, actually. But the cheers go up as the match ends. The announcers, presumably Stalli, comes back and says, absolutely wonderful fight. We'll go ahead and let the Brotherhood go off and recover. And in the meantime, here's another friendly match between 2 fan favorites. And he goes on and describes like a clan of zombie ogres and a group of like, we'll call them like
so we
specter
could have
maidens.
taken a long rest.
No, it's like another like 30-minute or hour match. So
The undead are always so long-winded.
yep, basically he's giving the other team an opportunity to rest so that they can go up against you guys. But you do have a little bit of time if there's anything that you want to do or try while you're in this gladiatorial pit, as it were.
Mana crystals.
Yes, they are a thing.
Are they explosive in any way?
Airships.
If you break them, if you overload them with other magic.
Spaceships.
Gearhawk.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check. Let's see if Bolt can figure out how to like overload and cause
How many
one of them to
mana
be
crystals
explosive.
can Gearhawk fit in its back door?
Oh no!
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
20, I see.
Yes. A dirty 20, that's for sure.
Poor Gearhawk.
That's I think that Bolt could probably make an explosive out of a mana crystal, given their tinkering abilities.
Mm-hmm.
However, it wouldn't be like a shape charge. You have kind of a good feeling that there's plenty of magic in these crystals to do like 10 fireballs at once as far as damage goes.
Okay.
In a massive area that would be you included at this point.
Some of us may die, but that is a risk I'm willing to take.
And
Okay.
who knows, maybe all that extra magical energy will actually turn the
Did I just
undead
give you
into a
too
bunch of
powerful
liches.
of a weapon? Probably.
There'll just be a whole coliseum full of liches because of all the
I-
energy.
Oh no!
Yep.
I will be like rummaging through my bag in this time off to try to. I can use my right tool for the right job ability.
Yeah.
After an hour, and I want to try to make a few things to give to all 3 of us to fight.
Okay.
I have a jar of plant acid still
Oh, okay.
from way back when.
Wow, you kept it all this time.
That I want to turn into a salve that you can put on your daggers for
Okay.
extra damage.
Listen, Bolt, I know the first idea of having me strap all the mana crystals. Somehow you had this idea that I die really easy and that it would make sense. But I don't like that. We should try another avenue.
Use Fred. She can't die.
That's a good idea, Fred.
Victor,
I'm fine with it.
we can
What do I
always
do?
I can always resurrect you.
He's not wrong.
Is he though? You do have a bargain with the Baba Yaga that happens upon your death.
That's true.
I should point that out as a thing that happens.
Did I notice when they were fighting that any of them cast spells with a verbal component?
As far as you
Like,
can
did
tell,
Bell do anything when he?
as far as you can tell, like all Bell did was laugh awesomely. But none of them cast any spells. It seems like they have some natural psychic abilities, which Fred, you know that your brother does, because your entire family does, trained by your father. But the other members of the Brotherhood, like you didn't know that was a thing that the other members that had joined with his section of the Arcanum could do. So that's news to you. And that is presumably where, your headaches are coming from, as well as probably your brother's nearby, like, connection to you. So you said you're going to turn in that plant acid. Hand me the plant acid gift coupon that you have, and then we'll turn it into basically it's the same thing as your honed edge.
Okay.
You can hone all of the daggers with this acid, and starting at the beginning of combat when you use them the first time, or at the beginning of combat, you could have a d6 of acid damage on all your attacks moving forward for this next combat.
So 1d6 on the first time I use each dagger that is dipped.
Not the first time, just for the next combat. 1d6 extra acid damage on all your daggers.
On each weapon. Acid,
Yep.
got it.
And then for Fred, what can I have a jar of basilisk stomach acid. It takes things that are stone and turns them into softer stuff.
I thought you got rid of that.
I had 3 full of them, and I took 2 of them and turned them into... Which, did we ever get those?
Yes, you did.
I think I still have one.
You probably do. Or Eve probably had them and then ran off on her own. So, what do you want to try and do with basilisk stomach acid?
I want to try to make something that you could use to, like, spray on them or coat them in, and it, like, starts dissolving their armor, like lowering their AC, basically.
Yeah, I like that. Let's say you manage to create almost like a clockwork spray bottle. Just like with like a little nozzle, just like a little hand water pistol type thing. Just tiny little squirts.
No, you have some surgical tubing,
Fred. Hey-ya!
And then you just you have the one end tied, and then the other end she has to like.
Yeah. So we'll say that you can use. We'll say roll me.
My dexterous enough.
Roll me an Arcana check first, or a Tinker's Tools proficiency, which is intelligence plus your proficiency bonus, so it's the same as Arcana.
Yes. A 22.
22. Roll me 3d6 to see how many uses you get out of this.
10.
10. So you get a device with 10 charges, and you can use a bonus action to spend 1 charge and lower the AC of a creature within 10 feet of you by 1 until the beginning of your next turn.
Is there a save? Like a dex save?
Probably be a dex save.
Yeah, it probably would be a dex save. So because there is a save for it, we'll say it's a -2 to AC instead. But it'll be a dex save against your spell attack, probably, would be best.
Your spell save DC, which is like 17, I think.
Yep. Or do 8 plus 2 plus your dexterity modifier. How about that?
13.
13? So it'll be a 13 dex save. Okay. And then what about for you, Paul?
That is a good question. I don't know.
I will say that as far as the mana crystals go, turning one into an explosive is extremely dangerous. Finding a way to have the power be channeled in a more efficient capacity into something is probably going to be a much easier task and less dangerous. To give you an idea. So while you're thinking about that, Fred, you get a voice in your mind suddenly that says, "Hello, sister."
Belle.
I didn't expect a warm welcome, but it seems a bit colder than usual.
Oh.
Where have you been?
I'm sorry. Did you want me to give you a hug?
Kind of hard to do when we're on
Mentally
opposite
slapping.
sides of the arena. And Father doesn't approve of hugs.
It's a shame. I'll have to give you one then.
What do you call your father again? It's
Sir.
Sir, yeah. Sorry. He did say sir.
Okay.
Where have you been? Once again.
Oh, just traveling.
Where? We haven't heard about you in weeks, and usually there's enough destruction in your wake that we can find you rather easily.
Well, let's just put it this way. I am now Fred Dragonsbane. That's right. I killed a dragon.
Did they deserve it?
Yes.
All right. So, you've been on Arconis then.
Yes.
Interesting. We just came from there as well.
What were you doing in Arconis?
Sir has us on diplomatic missions.
Really?
Yes. You know that we're gathering allies. The Arcanum needs everybody that they can get, and well, sorry, the brother. He does say the brotherhood. He doesn't slip up on that.
I'm gathering
terrible.
allies as well, so that's good to hear.
Yeah, good. Glad that you are coming around and deciding to work with us finally.
So, how did you end up here?
We ran into another ship, and unfortunately, Sir's orders are nobody can know we're out here. So we got into a combat, a firefight, and they were a bit more than we expected. Both the ships went down, and we ended up landing on this rock, though we were nowhere near it to begin with.
I mean, not surprising, but... So, I know where you are now, though. What does that mean for me?
That depends. How did you get here?
We followed a little shiny thing.
You have a ship.
Maybe.
You have a way out of here.
I do.
Good. Then you'll take us with you.
Well, I'll have to speak with my comrades about that first, won't I?
Let them know that we are commandeering their ship. And then he
That's-
cuts the connection.
Oh! Bell!
What happened?
You've just been like sitting there blank, and then you just go, ah! Yeah.
Oh, Bell just informed me that he thinks he's commandeering our ship.
Well, that's a silly notion.
It is.
Over my dead body.
Which one?
Both of them.
Okay.
I'll help you in that fight, Ava says. Those are the people who attacked us. Wouldn't mind getting revenge for
Victor?
my captain.
Cut my arm off.
What?
Now.
Right.
1d6 extra acid damage. Okay.
I'll cut it.
You
And I pull the memento of the Shapeless out and jam it into the forearm. And
Holy
shape
crap.
it into a fist with a big opening on top, and then I shove a mana crystal down inside of it.
I mean, that was really cool.
I can't use it, but it's just a fist.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do with this?
I'll take it. I'll put that in the bag just in case.
Do I have
'Cause I'm
any way?
that clay stuff, remember?
You are that placed.
Listen, I am Gumby.
You're Gumby, yeah.
Do I have any way to communicate
I run out with one Lego.
with Gearhawk?
Yes, you do. Basically, you
I
still
want
have that.
Gearhawk to...
Start making his way.
Yes.
You just hear his screech in your head. Okay, so
It has limb replacement. If I'm missing an arm or a forearm, you can graft the weapon
Victor, cut
to
off
you
my arm.
in its place.
Without
If
a
you
second
do, the
thought.
weapon
Sure.
changes and
Just
reforms
call
to
it
match
something
the missing
like-
limb.
okay.
What's an arm?
You can add your proficiency bonus to any strength athletics check you make using the limb, or double the bonus if you're already proficient. You can alter the arm's form to turn it into a weapon as needed.
Wow. Okay.
Where did you get this?
This is something he got from the tower, actually.
Cool.
Yeah.
Had it forever, and I haven't had an idea of what to do with it.
Does the memento require attunement? Technically.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
So,
so-
I
How's
will
it
take
feel?
the time to make sure that I
Yeah.
It's like
get used to
tingly
it.
the whole time you're.
Yeah. You got phantom limb for until the hour passes and it
And,
finally.
and in this
forms.
place, I move it, and it's like a phantom limb.
Yeah. oh, sorry. Yeah. So and then you shove a mana crystal into it. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and say that. Roll me. Can you read what I've told you about the mana crystal so far? Like how much it gives you a full long rest in places with no mana, right?
I don't have that written down. I just have mana crystals, and we had 7 of them left.
Let me see if I
If you get it
actually
wrong, remind us in the chat.
When you take, I believe it was when we can use it to recover spell slots,
Yeah.
but I don't know how many.
I just need to pull it up here.
I think when you jam it in, you gotta.
These are just regular mana crystals that
You gotta
got.
do the whole like Thanos.
Like have it
Yeah.
Yeah.
it like the pseudopod like goes up and under my armor, and then it goes in and touches like wraps around the soul core as well.
So these would regain all expended spell slots of 3rd level or lower when you finish that long rest 3 times.
You mentioned fireball.
Yes, which is the third level spell.
Can I use it to shoot a fireball?
You want? Is that specifically what you want? Is to kind of do an explosive force with it?
I'm thinking so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will go ahead and say, how many third level spell slots do you have at this time when you equip this item? 3? Fireball is the third level spell, right? I'm not misremembering that.
Let me check.
No. Fireball.
Fireball.
Necklace of fireballs. One
Yes, third
fireball.
level.
Third level.
Third level,
Evocation.
okay. I'm going to go ahead and say that, yeah, you have a 9 charge crystal that shoots fireballs. Basically, it's like a wand of fireballs that doesn't require attunement because you've already put it into the memento.
Can
And I know you're going Mega Man canon with this, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Or Samus.
Yep.
once it's equipped, can it never no longer be unequipped?
The
Now that it's like part of his arm.
We'll find that out later. Right now, he probably doesn't want to unequip it because it will remove his arm.
We're gonna have the Tony Stark syndrome where it's gonna start like polluting your
I'm
Palladium.
poisoning.
palladium poisoning.
Yeah. So you have now 9 charges of fireball that you could cast.
Hey! That looks like pretty fun. You want me to cut your arm off too?
I'll
It-
keep my
it was-
arm for the
it was
time
quite
being.
painful. It still
Oh.
kind of is, actually.
Yeah. Actually, would you
now
you
I
do
feel
have to
bad.
take some damage for that.
I didn't know it hurt when I cut people's arms off.
I will just read your potion.
How did you not know this?
Yeah.
Because it's never
So
happened to me.
drink-
I have all my figures.
let's see. Preston,
Yes.
roll me 2 d20s.
2 d20s. Got it.
Come on, roll low.
12 and a 15.
So you take 27 damage from the limb chopping off, and then able to drink potions, use rune stones to get back up as well. Also, you can use the mana crystal for its intended purpose to charge rune stones and to recover spell slots if you're outside of a mana focus area as well.
Speaking of, I do say we have 6 more mana crystals if you need some extra magic.
Let me look at my provision or
I
performance points.
can't tell if this was marked or not, but I think I used my fire breath last time, right?
Yes, you do. Yep.
I could use one. I have all my performance points used.
So is it one?
So when
does
you
it use
take
one of them up to do,
when you take a long rest, you can use all 3 charges in the mana crystal while in a realm of low magic. If you do, you may recharge all your runes and regain all expended spell slots of 3rd level or lower when you finish that long rest.
Long rest.
So it has to be at a long rest.
Okay.
You can actually, it's got 3 charges on it, and as an action, you may spend a charge of the crystal to release its power into your runes. Choose 3 runes of rare quality or lower, and they are recharged. So the same with your rune stones.
okay. I used a greater healing potion and a regular healing potion, and that got me back up to maximum health.
Full potions, not
Full
rune
potion
stones?
actions.
Okay.
Yep. Regular potion.
Did anybody have any rune stones that need recharging?
I don't think we've used any of
That's
them
right.
yet.
You used your hit die instead, and
Oh, speaking of.
yeah. Okay.
Would you ever not allow me to
Never.
do a 2-for-1 sorcerer points to earn back an energy die?
Ooh.
Like meta magic type thing.
Ooh, I like that
If
actually.
I did a 2-for-1,
Mm-hmm.
would you be okay with that?
I think either way.
I could do it either way.
If you wanted to use psychic energy die, you could do a 2-for-1 for a sorcery
Okay.
point. It's fine as well. I
Okay.
think that's fantastic. Yeah.
Cool.
In fact, I'm giving you an epic die for that. That's a really cool way to do that.
Thank you.
Can she use that epic die to get some energy? Die?
Can I use my proficiency
I'm
points
doing
to
that
get hit
then.
points?
If that's, I'm going to sacrifice 2 of my sorcerer points to earn back an energy die.
Sounds good.
Your performance points. You're like, can I use performance points to heal? To
I'm
get
healing.
to get hit points?
Look at me heal. Look at me heal.
Yeah, I'll spend the rest of the time resting, tinkering. You guys have your things, right?
So where do you want Gearhawk to go? Do you want him to try and land down and get into the pit with you, or okay? So
Yeah.
in the middle of this arena match that's going on, all of a
Make it
sudden,
a cool entrance when we
Oh,
show
yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
If we come out
Yeah.
and he just like...
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Okay, so he's just going to circle around overhead the arena
Yeah.
Where he
If
can't be
fails his
spotted.
dex save, he's gonna.
He's outside
just
the
belly
gravity
flop.
bubble and he's just kind of floating there.
Yeah.
He gets up and he's like, "Oh, we saw that, right?"
like Superman when he's outside of Earth's gravity, where it's just pure hawk. And then when Fred calls, it's the eye snap open, and
It's gotta be the Silver Hawk screech or whatever from the cartoon.
Speaking of, did I send you the video of...
comes down with the Thor from Infinity War coming in from the Bifrost.
Yeah. I sent you the video of Patches getting scared by the hawk
the
attack.
hawk,
Yes.
Little patches.
Scared him so bad.
He's out there.
And then he
like,
wouldn't go
"All right, here we
outside.
go." Rah!
He wouldn't go outside for a couple hours because every time they'd open the door, he'd hear magpies squawking, and he was like,
He's like, no,
I'm not
thank you,
doing
no.
this. He had like
Oh.
PTSD for birds.
For a half a day.
For
Then
him,
he was
then
fine.
he's fine.
Then his brain forgot
Yeah,
what he was
he's got
scared of.
goldfish memory.
Victor, is there anything else that you want to do to prepare for this
I'm
next
gonna hone
bout?
edge. I'm gonna hone edge on top of this acid damage while I'm dipping the. Or before I dip them, I'm gonna be just taking them
Honing them?
honing each one with the strop and everything.
Okay. So the match outside ends with another roar, and the combatants are led away, the ones that are left. You can tell, like, the interesting thing about these ones is you can tell that death doesn't last for these other combatants. Like, even with the Skeleton Lord, or the Baron that died, you could tell, like, his essence is being like reformed into a body. In fact, you can see him near the VIPs. Like, you can see the Baron's like suit of armor, and it's slowly like starting to move as he's being reformed. It seems like there is eternal combat going on here.
If you're undead.
So your plan is just to win this tournament, then?
I don't see
Yep.
there'll be why would we have a plan B if plan A always works?
Okay. I'm just curious. Like, are we planning on escaping at any time, or like what is the idea of what's going on here?
I think that once we're done with this bout with Fred's brother and his lackeys, perhaps we find out who this, if this is Ponderax.
Okay.
If we can stop him, great. If not, we try to leave. Try to get
And
away
I
from
don't
us.
like the word retreat. It seems a little bit like sissy. So let's call it a tactical relocation.
Right.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. Tactical relocation.
Okay.
You have to show strength.
And you're okay killing your brother?
I mean, I think we should maybe take him prisoner. Here's the thing, Bolty. This is what he told me.
Can I call you Bolty?
I mean, you already did.
He told me that they were returning from Arconis. Which I think is a little...
That seems sus.
Yes, I was going to say that exact same thing.
Sus.
Seems a bit sus, wouldn't you say?
I heard the urchin on the streets using that word.
Yeah.
I liked it.
You probably shouldn't. You're a little too old, I think.
Oh.
Well,
Muck can use it. I mean, kid.
I'm just thinking that... I mean, I don't know how much action Arconis gets by way of travelers stopping by. But it seems a bit coincidental that as soon as a certain faction of the Blood Flame Serpents, as soon as they come and leave, and my brother is also leaving at the same time, doesn't that seem a little odd?
It does.
I think we
Hold on,
should...
my insight. Yes, it does seem kind of odd.
Thank you. I'm just thinking perhaps we should torture him. I mean, question him. I mean, torture him.
I don't approve of torture, but I do approve of questioning.
Waterboarding?
Lyra showed me some
Like-
good torture techniques.
Like surfing? I heard someone talking.
She was
about that.
she was trying to teach you other things, but you think they're torture.
like dishes.
This is how you load the damn dishwasher.
There is a correct way.
It is true.
We all know it. Don't we? Victor, now that you've learned.
Well, it
Last-
seems like the combats out there are to the death. I don't know if they're going to let you just get away with not killing somebody.
Well, what if we do it to the pain instead of the death?
I loved the pain.
Again,
Favorite way
As
to
long
end
as
a conflict
it's-
with my brothers.
if it does come to that, is that going to be a problem?
How long can he hold his breath?
Killing him?
Yes.
How long can he hold his breath?
Yeah, we can put him in the bag of holding.
Well, if he's dead, he doesn't need breathe.
You said you could bring me back to life. Can you bring him back to life?
Sure.
Perfect, we can kill him.
But it's within a minute.
How long can he hold his breath?
Hang on a second.
While
Fred
he's
wants
dead.
to try and reach out with her mind to
Okay.
Belle.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and say yes. What is it?
It sounds like you guys are talking through tin cans and strings.
Yeah.
That's
That's just the new mic, Scott. That's what
It shouldn't
Patreon.
be.
That's what Patreon
It
got us
shouldn't
is tin cans and
Get
strings.
Yeah.
It's your lucky day, Belle. I'm not going to kill you.
Like you could.
And I'm just saying, if this fight is to the death, you better have a good way to make it look like you're dead.
How about first we try to see if we can team up? Maybe take out the ruler of this place?
Oh.
We hadn't even considered this.
You just automatically go to killing my men. I get it.
When you're talking to him, are you like very facially like emotive but not saying anything at all? It's like
I-
listening to the one side of the phone
100%.
conversation where you're like,
No.
Oh, to shreds, you say?
no, he didn't.
And how about his wife? Oh, to shreds, you say?
That's 100% what is happening.
Let's try that first. Maybe we can get out of here without any bloodshed between our parties.
Very well. So on the count of 3, or how do I know when we begin?
Well, they'll announce us here in a moment, I suppose. And then, sure enough, you hear the voice say, "Now it's time for our semi-finals!" And everybody starts cheering and everything.
Okay, cutting connection now. Over and out. Listen up. Belle wants to overthrow what's his name?
Flat Stanley?
Ponderax Stalli.
Wait, Flat Stanley? Is that what you said?
Definitely Flat Stanley.
Ponderax Stalli?
That was the name of the crocodile. that
Salvador
was
Dali?
killed.
Flat Stanley.
Yep. For a croc.
May he rest in pieces.
In your Crocs.
May he rest in feet.
Fair warning, Bella's going to try and take out Ponderax, so I suppose we should...
That's actually not a bad idea.
I guess we do. How good of a fighter is he? I don't want to like get embarrassed
He's
with him
okay.
or something. I saw him earlier fighting other people, but I don't want to be shown up, you know.
Victor, it pains me to say this, but he's incredible.
Is there a chance that him or his men would backstab us to try and get our ship?
100%.
All right.
So we may still have to fight them.
Yes.
But we can burn that bridge when we come to it.
No, I love burning things.
Maybe I should have said something different.
Hey,
Well, you're going to love this.
if we
then.
do it, he's got a new hand for that kind of thing.
A new hand. New hand. New hand.
I've been like crouched in the corner. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Every time Victor killed a
What I would
guy.
love,
Except for you that's the hand right
right before you have like the Deadpool baby hand up until you get out there and like,
That's why it's the attunings.
Little tiny one. Yeah.
I love it.
I gotta grasp you with my
grab me
strong
with your
hand.
other hand. I can't.
And then you hear the announcer say, "And their opponents, the Wayward Watch."
Did we tell him our name?
Maybe. And your gate starts rattling open. It sounds like he knows that you're not going to come out, or the other pirates aren't going to come out, and he's completely fine with that.
I tell Ava. I say, if you want to stay further back, that's understandable. Just you did well in last combat, but
Don't forget about us down here, please.
I won't.
Can I use some of my rock hopper ale in my boot? And a small flame, and when I run out, just like a spectral, just
Oh yeah, sure,
get the crowd
absolutely.
roaring for us.
Yep, and yeah, so Victor heads out first, gives him a not a layman's, redneck fireball. And the crowd just starts like going ballistic. You can see that Bell over on the other end kind of gives you the side eye. It's hard to see because his helmet is pretty full and pretty covering. It seems like there's not really an eye
Full of his ego.
It's full,
Look,
yeah.
I learned fireball too.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Watch this. Is Belle watching?
Is Bell watching from
Yeah,
where?
he's got his head that direction.
Gearhawk!
And right in front of you, thunderclap that kind of sends the red regolith kind of blasting through the arena and up the walls.
And Fred will just hop on his back.
And I'll see these two do this, and I'll go, hello, I am Bolts.
And the crowd goes wild again.
I
A
like
third
big
wild.
buttresses, and I cannot lie.
Takes a second, and they're like, hey.
Give me an insight check as you look over to Bell after your performance.
Was his regolith in his eyes?
What does your shirt say?
11.
There's always tomorrow.
It's hard to tell, but you have the feeling that he's got like a little bit of a sour stance, like he's upset that you upstaged him a bit.
I think he's jealous.
You should be. We have a really spot-on entrance. Wait till they see my exit.
Should we do our best friends handshake? Bolt, get over here. We have an elaborate...
Three-way, 4-way Gearhawk knows it by this point.
Yeah.
And we had to add the
He's
very
doing
end, we
the
had to add
little,
the chicken wing.
Yes.
the toothless dance.
Contestants.
We all do the Squidward dance challenge.
Yeah, there we go. Contestants, you have been glorious in your battles, and now it's time for the living to fight the living for the honor of the dead. And the crowd goes crazy again. But Bell starts
very
advancing
cool thing to
forward
say.
towards the VIP section, and he kind of looks over. He looks over at Fred specifically, as if being like, "Who's your leader? They need to come up here too." You know, kind of gives that head jerk.
No, she'll fly up on
Yep.
Gearhawk.
Got Gearhawk.
You don't even
does the
ride like
chicken
a
jump.
saddle. You're just like standing on it, like on a ship.
Captain Morgan, 100%.
So as you kind of meet in the middle, Bell raises his weapon and he goes, "Master of Ceremonies, may we speak for a moment?" And there's this kind of hush that goes over the crowd. And then the that kind of darkness that's around the VIP booth kind of expands and envelops both Fred and Bell.
So he drops the concentration on the darkness spell.
It basically looks like almost like a smoky hand reaches out and covers them as well. And as it covers,
I have a bad feeling about this.
as it covers around you,
It could
you
still
lose
be
sight of pretty much everything,
nightmares.
and all other sound cuts out. Out of the darkness walks a man that looks like he looks fairly normal. He's got a
Does he look like the statue?
no, he doesn't. Yeah, he looks like the statue that you saw outside. Very elaborate robes. He has a kind of that Phantom of the Opera half mask on his face, and he spreads his arms and he goes, "This is interesting. I didn't expect to speak with the two leaders, or rather, one of the leaders and one of the followers."
Yeah, Belle.
And his name is Ponderax Stalli.
They're gonna squabble in the middle
Yeah.
of this.
Bell says, "I don't know who you are or what you're doing here,
Neither
But-
do I.
but we've decided to work together in the finals.
Is it a
Isn't
competition?
that right?"
You're like, I didn't know first.
It totally is.
Yeah.
She's
He's
struggling with this.
ignoring.
Outside the bubble, is this the thing, the sign we're supposed to attack or something?
No, I don't. Let's see where this goes.
We didn't.
Interesting.
There was no safe word.
You too wish to join forces with your opponent for the final round?
Yes.
You have to share in the glory. You have to share in the prize.
Oh, we'd be happy to.
Only one of you gets the angel blood. It's not negotiable.
Quite all right. Isn't that right, Belle?
I have no use for blood.
See?
Very well.
I donated all mine last week.
How
All of
pious
it.
you.
I,
Take it all.
I hope that you know what you're doing.
Zolfric took it.
And he starts kind of walking back into the shadows. They pull back up into the stands. You don't see him move up into the stands or anything. He just disappears from your sight. And the all of the sound comes back from the arena as the announcer says, "Ladies and gentlemen, our two opponents have decided that they wish to share the glory There's kind of like a murmur that goes through. There's a couple shouts of despair as people lose bets and a little bit of their soul is taken away by
Circle of
the
death.
yep. And who are we to deny such an odd request? So we'll move right on to the final round. And you kind of get the feeling that you're being ushered back to your
win?
groups.
Is that what this is?
Well, that
Fred,
was
what's
a-
going on?
Bill will actually come back over with you.
Yeah. Belle, what are we doing? I thought we wanted to get out of here.
The final is the way to go. Once we're done with the tournament, he should let us leave. And if not, we'll kill him.
Very well.
And he stops like
So-
like 10 feet away and he goes,
Name's Victor.
I thought I recognized you two. You're running with the Wayward Watch now.
Yes, I am.
Are you one of the guys we kicked their ass or something?
That's true, actually. He only recognizes Victor.
Are you
He's like,
somebody-
you lost yet another member.
Are you someone I kicked their ass at some point or something and you're back for revenge?
I'm sorry I
or like-
locked you in a locker at school. Growing up.
I have a bad memory of these things.
And his hand like kind of grips his spirit and he says, you're responsible for the downfall of the Arcanum.
Oh, yeah. That was nice. Good times.
Fond memories, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, all of the anguish and lawlessness that Aneria has now is fun and good.
Well, if you guys were better at your job, it wouldn't be a problem.
Honestly, I'm really not surprised that you chose this as a friend.
Didn't you say he was with the Bloodflame Serpents or something? I mean, like, he's judging me for my character? Come on.
Okay,
dude.
as he says that, insight check. Like,
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insult check.
Oh, not good.
I think you know your brother well enough for an
Okay.
advantage, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
definitely
even
what
worse.
You don't know him very well at all.
He's got a helmet on. Can you take your helmet off while I say
It's
this
only
again?
a 10.
You don't get anything off of him. Until he says the Bloodflame Serpent, really? That's who you've been telling people that we're part of?
Oh.
Well, are you?
No. We try to combat them whenever we can, but unfortunately, we don't have the resources anymore to protect all of Aneria.
Like I said, if you were better at resource management, it wouldn't be a problem.
I'm starting to regret not fighting you.
Oh, we can still fight.
Once we're done here.
All right. How do you feel about your left pinky?
I'm quite attached to it. Not for long.
I'll take
We are
this
quite
again. If you could choose any finger, which is your least favorite?
No, which is your most favorite? Your most favorite.
Which one's your most favorite? Is
Hi,
this reverse
Bell, I'm
psychology?
Bolt.
You're different than I expected.
I hear that a lot.
And then he just turns around to look at the VIP box, just ignoring Victor's question completely.
So what's the plan here, Belle?
We wait until the final match. We kill whatever comes out. And we get out of here. What of the pirates?
Oh, they're coming with us.
As long as they don't cause any trouble, we won't.
Why do you call them pirates? They claim they were just delivering goods.
They seemed like pirates.
Is that how the Arcanum does business now? Is just if they seem
The
sketchy?
Arcanum is dead, thanks to you. The Brotherhood of Neve
You're welcome.
does what it takes in order for an area to survive.
Last I heard, the Arcanum was still around, recruiting.
You're talking about the sons of Davros.
Everyone calls them the Archon Nun.
Arcanum.
No, that was just the ones that walk around in different outfits.
You know what really bothers me, Belle? These are all very masculine names. The Brotherhood, the Sons, bleh.
I know, right? What a sausage fest.
Seriously. At
Such an
least
ally.
the Wayward
Good
Watch
job.
is gender inclusive.
Right?
I'm
And
not going to.
sexual orientation inclusive.
I vote Fred as president.
I'm not going to argue with you
Sorry,
about
Bob.
that point. You know, Sir's
Okay,
stance.
I
on
prefer
this kind
being
of
the
stuff.
Yes,
Minister
I
of
know.
Finance myself.
Okay, perfect.
Minister of Finance.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay, and the announcer Stalli comes back and he says, well, ladies and gentlemen, the final match is ready. These wonderful, wonderful people are ready to take on the Defiler. And a chant starts going up. Defiler, Defiler, Defiler.
The name doesn't really go well with the chant, does it?
No, it kinda
I mean, they're making it work, but
sounds a little like
too many syllables.
I agree.
Defiler. I don't know. It just sounds wrong.
Oh, look, a greater death butterfly swarm. Let's go ahead and add that. That's,
Fireball time! I didn't say how big was the swarm. I said I cast fireball.
okay. And the middle of the arena kind of rumbles and starts opening up. And as it starts opening
Some
up,
of the
you
runes
feel
falling.
you hear kind of a roar beneath your feet. Just a second here.
Is this like that? It sounds like that Tyrannosaurus Rex we fought.
Is that the one that ran the rounds yelling thing? Oh, no, that was the Tyrannosaurus. Tree! Branch! Food.
Okay.
That'd be so fun. A talking dinosaur.
And then a skeletal claw comes out and slams into the ground. Huge, probably bigger than you.
Undead. You know what? That makes sense.
Yeah. And then another one, and this creature pulls itself out, and the top half looks like a dragon. A skeletal dragon. A Draco Witch, as it were. As it pulls itself out, though, you see that it doesn't have back legs. It just kind of has this big mass of bodies that have been kind of almost like squoze together to make like a giant abdomen. And you hear Stalli say, ladies and gentlemen, the Defiler. And we're going to get started with combat here. So give us a moment to set up the battle map, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, let's go ahead and reveal the combat map here with the Defiler. And roll initiative, everyone.
13. Perfect.
All right, come on, Oculorb. Abe Lincoln.
Abe Blinken. Roll well.
Did not.
Bolt, what'd you get?
4.
Oh, 4. Victor.
Natural 20 plus
Natural
5,
20.
25.
25. Winifred.
13.
13. I don't know why I called you by your full name there. Please don't kill me.
I won't kill you. I
I'll
will
kill you, but
torture
we'll-
you, though.
We will kill your Defiler.
Torture?
Ooh, sounds spicy.
All right, just give me a
Are
second.
we using a paddle or...
I do love battles. That's paddling.
Not a paladin.
Plate
Divine Smite.
Plate armor wearing holy warrior. That's a paladin.
That's a paladin.
Oh, dear.
Okay. And then
Now the
Fred,
image of his power going, Divine Smite!
Gearhawk will just take their turn after you. Just, you know.
And it's a lady, the lady from
It's,
Big Bang Theory. When he's like, I'm going to spank you. And she's like, okay. And he spanks her. And then she's like, it was funny.
I think you watched something other than Big Bang
That
Theory.
was Big Bang Theory.
I think it was still called the Big Bang Theory.
It was just-
But one of those words was emphasized more than the other. I think you were on the wrong website there, Preston.
That's so that's a paladin of Leviatar, the goddess of pain.
Yeah.
That I have the concept for, but discard because that's definitely not appropriate for for any of our
Is it
groups.
Sheldon and what's the girl's name?
Love it.
Penny,
Penny? No,
No.
it wouldn't be
No.
Penny. Although that-
Sheldon, and Amy.
Yeah, Amy.
Amy.
Fairfellow.
Okay. Victor, you are actually the one to start us off tonight.
I'm smoked. I'm stepping into that now.
Divine
Slapping
Smite!
with all the knives.
Alright, I am going to... Defiler, prepare to be defiled! And I'm going to...
Wait, do you think the Defiler wants to be defiled?
Or maybe the...
Does the Defiler want to be the
Defilee?
Defilee? Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a good question. I'll throw my blade. 17. This is with Cinderhearth.
17 will not hit.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. 17 plus.
Okay.
Wait, slow.
Actually, add your bonus, your attack bonus.
Yes, Cinderhearth.
Like
10.
27.
27.
Yeah.
27 will hit.
That's a 1d4 plus 8 plus an additional d4 plus a d6 for these acid damage. So that is definitely a 1 and a 1. A plus a 1 plus 8. So 9. Plus 10, 11. So it's 11 total.
11 total damage. Okay.
That's with the acid damage.
Yep. It kind of slices in and just kind of like chips off a little bit of the...
That did less damage than I hoped. And I think I have to use performance
This
point
thing's on a
to switch,
4x4,
which I don't
I
have
think,
right now.
I mean, it's technically taking up 5,
Yeah?
but that's because of the tail here.
Yeah.
If it didn't have
the
the
creature's
tail, it would
technically
be-
huge,
Which
so
is
it'll
1,
be
2, 3.
3. Yeah. 3 by 3.
Okay, so it doesn't
Do you
say
have a 3 by
performance
3?
point. So I'm going to switch. Yes. I thought it said performance point, but it doesn't. So I'm going to use my bonus action to swap places with my blade that I threw
Okay.
and make another attack.
I think that does use a performance point. I thought it did.
I can't. I feel like it did. It doesn't say it in the text, but I feel like it did as well.
Yeah. Let me take a look at it while you're making that attack.
Okay. Because I have 1 performance point if I can.
How about
if
that?
I need it.
Yeah.
Look okay?
That looks great. And then put Victor... Do you want to be right behind it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then the blade will
20, 25,
switch.
30, 35, 40? You have 40 feet of movement?
He's teleporting.
I'm teleporting.
How far can you throw your blade?
I have sharpshooter, so the max range of blades is
60
feet. Yes.
So that's 40, 50, 45, 50. Yeah, you can get right behind.
Yep.
Okay. And I'll just spend the performance point. And then
Yeah, so the dagger goes flying up into the air, and we'll say that like after it hits off of the bone is when Victor swaps and like comes down on the...
And I'm going to attack
I'll
with
identify
the Blackthorn this time. So it's also...
I think with advantage is the... You spend a performance point to get advantage on that.
Oh, that makes
I
sense.
think.
I think you're right. Oh, look at that in a second. Okay, so I'm going to roll for the attack. That's 10 plus Blackthorn, which is 9, 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Okay. So that is
I forgot.
2 plus
We forgot
4,
you had this, Cory. It's really
6.
Yeah, that's why I brought
plus
him out.
This. 15 total damage.
15 total? Let's see.
And that is my last performance point.
Guess.
No, it doesn't require a performance point. So, and you do get advantage, so you can roll sneak attack damage with it.
Okay. I'll roll just in case if there's a crit. That's a 19. Gosh dang.
Yep.
So close. Let's do
So how much damage was it? First of all, I forgot.
Hold on. I've got it rolled. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, so that was 8 rolled.
I think it was 13.
13?
I can't remember what I rolled on the other one, so I think it was like 13.
Okay.
It wasn't a huge amount. So then I will do 8d6 sneak attack damage. That's a lot of 6s.
Nice.
39 sneak attack damage.
39 plus 13 is 40 math. 50...
39 plus 14.
52. 52.
53. 39. Plus 14.
Oh, yeah. Yep, 53.
Math.
Okay. Perfect.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it.
That second one, you just kind of like grab the knife and just
Try and
drive
maybe
down its
slide
back.
it down one of its wing hole
Yep.
things.
And it lets out a roar, and at the end of your
Red
turn,
Claw,
it is
yeah.
going to make a tail attack against you,
Oh
actually.
no! It'll be like the Peter Pan when he goes down the sail.
And then as you're about to hit the bottom, its tail snaps out. And this big, like, writhing mass of body snaps out. And that is a... Oh, it has disadvantage on you because you have your cloak.
Cloak.
The cloak of
So,
disadvantage.
it's a 19 to hit.
Still hits.
Okay.
Ruh-roh.
I'm only at a
You
16.
didn't think it was
easy.
going to be easy, did you?
Fred just rolled dice heal. 59. A little delayed.
Sorry.
20 bludgeoning
I know,
damage.
yours came in a couple minutes ago, too. I was like,
I now when
Your
he's my
server's trying to talk
reaction.
out.
Oh, not that one. Uncanny dodge, half damage.
Okay.
So I have a 10 damage.
10 damage.
And that's my reaction.
Okay. The Brotherhood of Neve 3 is going to make a trio of attacks against the... As long as he's within 20 feet of...
Yeah.
Probably needs to move up
Needs
one,
to move
actually.
up one.
Yeah.
Because the red is the
Yeah.
red square is
4. Yep, perfect. He's going to make 3. Basically, these psychic blades start
Just checking.
no
reason.
start firing out from.
What? Nothing.
They have like these wrist blades that are kind of like glowing with psychic energy, and they kind of like slice it through the air and send like a wave of psychic energy at the creature.
Fancy.
Which we've got a miss and 2 hits.
Cinderheart's done. Blackthorn's done.
Which 16 plus 9. 5, 38. 38.
Leaving your random notes.
No, I just wrote on it, and this was sitting down, and then suddenly it just went whoop, like zipped up to the top corner.
Oh,
and
no.
like shifted everything. But it's okay.
Okay,
Figure it out?
so he does 38 damage and kind of slices through the defiler, causing it to roar out again. And it is going to take 2 actions here to do a wing attack. Each creature within 10 feet must succeed a 21 dexterity saving throw or take bludgeoning damage.
Within how many
with the
feet?
Dex.
Within 10 feet.
Ooh,
Just Victor.
So if I fail, I succeed, and if I succeed, I have no damage. That's a 10 plus Dex. Save, you said?
Yes.
That's 10 plus 10, 20.
20 is not enough.
Okay, so I will take half damage.
Yep, so you take half damage.
Flash
so
of
you take
genius. I tell you to, that's my reaction. I tell you to roll to the left.
Okay.
So that gives you 3 more.
Yeah, you make your save then.
Is that
Sweet.
enough?
Yep.
Sweet.
And then after it beats its wing this way, it can fly up to half of its flying speed. So it is going to take off and start heading towards that far side of the arena. Yep, it can move 40 feet.
Do I get an attack of opportunity? as it
Absolutely.
leaves? Yeah. That's a 12 plus 10. 22.
And it'll be 30 feet up in the air at this point as it's flying around. 22 will hit, yes. Go ahead and
I'll
roll
just
damage.
be-
On the ruins. I will put it
Okay.
next to the ruins. How about that?
So I'll just be this. So that's a 6, a 4, so that's 10. I'll be using Shadow Song with another D4. 12 plus Shadow Heart is always so hard to find. Sorry, Shadow Song. Shadow Heart. Oh, shoot. I lost track of what I said. It was a 6, a 4, 10, 12, plus 8, 20 damage.
20 damage, okay.
Yep. And that is, yeah, I use my Honed Edge on that.
Okay. Next up is Bell.
So it is up in the air, right?
Yeah, it is 30 feet up in the air at this
We
point.
have a flying token we can throw on him. He's flying.
Bell is going to move 40 feet towards.
You keep saying Bell, and I keep thinking, what, who, me?
I know.
Yep, right there. Yep, he's going to move there. And as he's approaching, he looks over and he says, "Do you have anything to ground that creature?"
You're grounded.
Oh, I can shoot fire at it, or I can use I can lash out with lightning and pull it in if I'm within 15 feet of it.
All right. Well, if you don't, get to cover.
Are you guys going to help? This thing's really tough.
And he's going to use his bonus action dash and get around the other side of the stone right here. Yep, behind there. Another 40 feet.
40. Yeah, he can get
Yep.
right to about here.
I feel really vulnerable out here all by myself, even though I'm the tank.
Even though we have a tank.
The
Most definitely are.
next up is number
I just called
1
you Belle.
from the Brotherhood, and he is also going to move 30 feet or 60 feet total to get behind that rock. So that
This one?
yep, that right there, because they know what's coming. They've fought these type of creatures, or everybody knows what dragons can do. And this is partially a dragon. And it is actually its turn.
Oh no.
Why are you all looking at me like that?
So the first thing that it's going to do is... It's going to let out another horrifying screech. It's going to frightful presence. So everybody needs to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I have harp now.
You already used your
I used
reaction.
my reaction.
Oh no.
I tried to save Victor and I couldn't save myself. What was it called again?
It is. I think it's called Harp of the Golden Woman.
A Gilded Plenty?
No.
Harp of the Golden Woman, first form, right?
Yep, first form.
Awesome.
The one from the FIFO from...
All right, so everybody make me a wisdom saving throw. Everybody within 120 feet of the creature.
Save.
Which is everybody. Victor, you saved?
I'm immune.
Oh, yeah, you're immune to fear. That's right.
21.
21 is enough.
15 plus 5. 20. Dirty 20.
20 is enough.
Whew. Ooh.
Let's see.
Is this one of those, well, I guess you may not be able to tell us, but is it one of those, like, once you've
Yeah, it is.
resisted the fear,
Yep.
you can't be feared by it again?
All of the Brotherhood of Neve kind of like start shaking in fear.
You guys don't
They
need to be
are not,
afraid.
uh,
As long as you don't have any
Seriously.
vials on you, it can't devile you.
Oh, actually, sorry. No, they all have
I look at you
legendary
and I go,
resistance, one a day. They are all going to use legendary resistance and be fine.
I have so many vials, Victor.
And you should be afraid.
Please don't devile me.
It will devile you.
And then it is going to fly. It is going to fly 80 feet overhead, across.
Carpet bomb.
But what it's going to do is it's going to drop down to 15 feet. Actually, it'll be.
So I can get to this row that Fred's on.
It's going to head for the brothers. Actually, the Arcanum. So it's going to drop down 10 feet so that it can send a bite Victor's way as it's passing over.
Well,
Are you not
where do you want
entertained?
to roll, Torrey?
It's going to
80 full
it'll-
feet?
Yep, it'll be.
Which puts it there.
Yep, right there. And it will be 5 feet hovering above the ground at this point.
Oh, it does a dive.
Yep. So 25 to hit Victor.
Yep.
The tank. 20 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 6 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to make 2 claw attacks against the brother that it lands next to. So 2. One of them's a miss, one of them's a hit.
Reliable talent. I need to have someone remind me this. If I roll 9 or lower, it'll be treated as a 10 if
For-
I'm proficient.
For skills checks.
Oh,
yeah.
that's good to know.
Reliable talent. I
Yeah.
almost never done that.
No.
But it makes more fun.
And that is the end of its turn.
You want to have it written.
Number 2 is going to make 3 attacks against it.
Number 2.
With
Is it gonna move
Mind
up?
Blade.
Or is it going to do ranged? Because it is 15 feet away.
Sorry, it has to be within the yeah, that it'll move up and do that.
Right next to it?
Yep. That's a hit. And a hit and a miss. Okay. So 2 hits from the brother.
It was Mbop, and what's the other one? Not that kind of hit.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. Dealing some good damage to it. At the end of its turn,
Nice.
the Defiler is going to once again do its wing beat attack against it. So that's the only one within 10 feet, right?
Yes. Number 2.
It's doing the Pilates.
B.
the little flop.
Hundreds.
Let's see.
Downward dragon.
Downward dragon.
That's when you go into downward dog, but you ate Mexican food and you burp. Dragon breath.
Yikes.
Ooh.
I tried making a D&D yoga class, but then people came dressed inappropriately, and I had to shut that down. The wrong kind of DM. That was a joke, by the way. So in case of it, I didn't actually.
Oh, I love
I'm
it.
just
That's
lying.
just what he says, because he's still kind of raw from it.
So it is going to knock that particular brother prone as he takes some damage from the wing beating.
Just the flexible.
And then he's going to once again fly 40 feet, this time that direction, and he's going to fly back up into the air. We'll say he goes up 30 feet again. 35, 40, yep.
All right.
Good old dragons. And dragon-esque things.
This is what I wish I had done to the Bronze Battalion.
So he's totally 40 feet
fighting
up.
while he's on the ground.
Yep. That took me a long time to learn for dragons as well. Like having them fight in the middle and be on the ground all the time is.
I'm like, it's cinematic.
That's not how you fight a dragon, though. Yeah, that's not how a dragon fights.
Yeah, they fly.
Yep. Fred.
I was just afraid that I
Tis
killed
your
Cory's
turn.
character in the first round.
Tis.
Because she was there by
Perfect.
herself.
Gearhawk, let's do this thing.
But like in a robot-y voice.
Okay, we will fly over to the dragon.
The dragon. Okay, 30 feet up in the air.
Yes.
Look, Gearhawk is your romance partner.
The defiler.
The Defiler.
It is not. And
That is slander.
as a bonus action, I will cast Hexblade's Curse.
At least it's better than Liam. Liam? Yeah.
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 Oof.
Liam Neeson.
On the Defiler,
Okay.
Obby.
Obby.
Then I will use Thorn Piercer.
Still in short sword form.
Yeah. That is a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
So you are adjacent to it, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Where is my D? There we go. So that is 10 damage.
10 damage. It is immune to poison, so we won't have you roll the
That's
poison.
And second attack is a 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
For that is 16.
16. Okay.
Third attack is a 24.
24 will hit.
Oh,
Just
poops.
into the-
For just 9.
Sniffing on your
9.
dice.
Okay.
What's the smell?
And
Not like oil.
Pour on the psionic die.
yeah, let's do a psionic strike
Okay.
for an extra 1d8
That is some
plus
thirsty
4.
wood.
So that was full damage. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Thirsty.
12 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Gearhawk.
Yeah, they have an attack as well.
Yes, they are going to use their lightning blast.
Okay.
Might as well. So
I like to imagine that when Gearhawk like opens their mouth to do the lightning, it's not just it's like a full.
so it's a dexterity saving throw.
It's got
Okay.
two little
15.
the Tesla coil shaped things. As it opens its mouth, it's like
Yes.
arcs between them.
It's a taser.
It will use a legendary resistance to succeed the saving throw, so it'll only take half damage.
Okay, so that is. I'm just going to roll it on here.
So Fred and Gearhawk go chasing after the Defiler as it's flying away. Fred just goes up and starts like running her blade along the side of the flesh with all these little like pieces flying out and gore everywhere.
So 30 halved is 15.
15.
So Gearhawk's the original
Oh,
taser face.
it's lightning damage, right?
Mhm.
They're immune to lightning damage as well.
Poo poo poo.
Yep. So it didn't even need to use the resistance there. Ah, well. It
Okay.
didn't know.
It
and
didn't know.
It didn't know. It was like, I'm scared of whatever this is. Oh, it's lightning. Crap. I shouldn't have been scared.
Now, if it was
I'm the
thunder,
Defiler, damn it. I
that's
shouldn't have been
completely
scared.
different.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. It is going to use its last legendary action to make a tail attack against
Okay.
Gearhawk, actually. And rolls a natural 1. So Gearhawk managed to just like full on like barrel roll dives over to the other side.
Bella, are you getting this? Look how cool I look.
He's behind a wall right now. He can't see.
I look very cool.
He can't see you. He's hiding.
Bolt, it is your turn.
I'm I would like to try and pull out one of my web balls that I hadn't used in a long time. And I want to hurl it at it and try to web it and restrain it. So this is a spell.
Okay.
This is a 2nd level spell. So they have to be within 60 feet, which it is.
Yep.
And I pick a point within 60 feet. 20, 25, 50, 55, 60.
Okay.
That is 20 feet cubed. In that case, I'll move forward my full movement. 30. So I can get away from Gearhawk.
Yeah.
On this side.
So normally this would be a spell that gets placed onto the ground, and they have to roll a save against when they start their turn or be restrained, right?
It says if the webs aren't anchored between 2 solid masses, such as walls or tree or layered across the floor, wall, or ceiling, it collapses on itself.
Yeah, so typically that does have to be something you lay on the ground. However, I will say that I will allow you to basically gum up the wings and bring it down to ground floor for a turn.
That's what I'm
it
trying to
makes
do,
the
is to
save.
try to bring it down to the ground if possible.
That is
So it
completely
has
fine.
to make a dex save of 17.
Now, typically, it has both magic resistance and legendary resistance. So, but what I'm going to do is, because this is like a tinker thing, we're just going to roll a basic dexterity check. I'm not going to use a legendary resistance or anything for it. We'll just see how it does.
It's your choice. You're the DM.
It rolled a 10. So yeah, you gum up the works and cause it to like basically slam onto the ground. Roll 3d6 just for the damage there.
Let's do 15.
Okay.
15 damage.
15.
Sorry, I'm saying that like a question. 15 damage.
Yeah. And it just kind of like flops onto the ground, lets out another roar as its wings start trying to like break the stuff away. So it will be grounded for one turn.
It is restrained.
Right.
You are grounded, young man.
You are the
You are
cheat
so grounded.
Victor, top of round 2.
As my bonus
sorry.
action, as I'm running, I would like to go big as well.
Okay.
Go big or go home. I am going to throw my dragon tooth.
I turn on. It's down, Belle.
Listen, Belle, if you don't get out there, I'm going to have to call you Belicious the Brave.
Wait, with Hexblade's
no.
Curse, it says you gain a +5 bonus to damage rolls.
Okay, so you would have done more damage.
Yeah.
15.
15 more.
Yep.
Thanks.
Because 3 attacks, yep. All right, Victor.
I accidentally rolled twice. I'll take the lower of the two. 12. Because
12 will miss.
Sorry, 12 plus the 10. 21.
21.
That'll hit.
No, 22. 10 plus 12.
That will hit.
Wait, did I hit the AC yet? 23. And then we're going to roll, this is Dragon Tooth, so it's 24 plus 5. And then I believe, against enemies of the Cult of the Dragon, did we consider, would this be considered, it wasn't Cult of the Dragon, we said it was the
Blood
Blood Flame Serpents.
yeah.
This would not qualify.
No.
Okay, just making sure. But this
It
does,
is one of the 3, but not all 3.
Okay.
Maybe 2 of the 3. It depends on how much blood is in there.
Okay, so there's 6 plus 1, so that's 7.
All this blood.
Plus 7, 14. So total damage.
Plus sneak attack damage?
If I don't have a... Oh, I do have someone adjacent to it. I didn't see.
Yes.
So yes, I will do the sneak attack damage.
Not Gearhawk, because it's
No,
technically
he's up in the sky.
20 feet up.
32 extra damage.
2.
Well, okay, yeah. I'm going to assume that so far up to this point, I've had sharpshooter not engaged. I just remembered that I need to declare if it's on or off.
Correct.
The ones going forward, I will put in there.
You will put sharpshooter on.
I will put sharpshooter on.
Okay. Yeah, you deal a good chunk of damage to it.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Bonus action, I want to use Shield of Faith on myself. And that's it.
Torrey, if you would like to keep track of your height where you're flying.
Yes, thank you.
So just Shield of Faith, and that's it.
Okay.
Shield of Faith
Next
plus
up
2.
is
Additional miscellaneous.
Number 3, which is right next to the creature.
It crashed down right next to him.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Get it?
That is 2 misses and a
with
hit.
restraint, he has take advantage against him, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Still miss on both
They
of
have
those.
disadvantage on dex saves and
Yep.
advantage on
They,
attacks.
only 1 hit.
Alicia, so you're going to let us do all the work? And you hiding?
6
That was
plus...
his roar of rage.
Something to jib.
Something to jib.
How close?
Okay.
Hoist up the what's it?
Yes. That's it. 100%. That's it.
Oh, Long as Johns are coming back.
I saw that. I sent you the
August
email.
or September. Oh, was that you that sent
Yeah.
me the email?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like Spotify sending me a
I got
random
a Spotify recommendation,
Yeah,
and
for
I was
that.
like, Cory?
That's
There you
awesome. Our flag means death. Got
Well,
canceled.
did
go,
it?
I'd go again.
Yes, isn't that so sad?
Yeah.
All right. It is
We're gonna do whippets.
Bell's turn. He
Dustin?
is going to bonus action dash
Okay.
and move 80
You all
feet.
right? Yeah, I'm fine.
Start charging in.
55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. He can barely reach it.
Yep. He also has that wonderful spear, so he could have reached that way.
Does he stop one away?
No, he is going to charge in, and he's basically like rushing for the head, and he takes the glaive and he tries to slice it upward to take it out. We'll see if these 3 attacks hit.
Advantage.
Yes, it does have advantage. That's 1 hit. 2 hit. And 3 hits.
Does he look cool while doing this?
Oh, absolutely.
I hate him so much. So jealous.
And he actually does enough. So he just comes in and he just full on like psychic leap, uppercut slices, and takes the Defiler's head clean off with the glaive.
And is dead?
Yep, a hush kind of comes over the crowd as he lands down, and the head falls behind him, and he just does that like flick to get the gore off of his blade. And you can see like his head tilts a little bit, like to look up at Fred, almost like a, yeah, that's right.
Victor's in stunned silence.
He has to look
Yeah.
up because she's flying on Kirok.
There's a lot of booing that starts happening after that. A lot of people have just lost a lot of.
I literally
soul.
go, "Are you not entertained?" What?
A
bolt.
wonderful and surprising show, my friends. But I'm afraid there's a problem, and the VIP box peels back, and everybody can see Stalli in all his glory now. He says, "There's only one winner in my competition, not 6. Go on. Fight amongst yourselves."
All right. Bolt, I always tell you that when we leave the ship, you need to clean up after yourself.
Right. Gotcha. You want us to fight each other?
Yes.
Okay. I will fire a fireball at him.
Okay, your arm cannon is going to transform into a or your arm is going to transform into a cannon.
Yeah, with
Going
the
to-
crystal sitting in the bottom.
Okay, let me go ahead and just pull this up here.
So it would be a dex save of 17.
Yeah, let's see.
I did get him to agree to fight each other. I was talking to him.
Let's see.
Mr. Spock.
Hey,
Yes, can my next weapon be the Vulcan weapon with the big half moon blade?
I actually need to.
Lunera is a god in this universe.
Odds is his resistance today is to fire. Evens, it's not. Because
Okay.
he does have a variable resistance that happens. Evens, it is not. Okay. His roll is only an 8, but he's going to use a legendary resistance, as is expected. So roll the fireball damage, 8d6, and then we'll put it in half.
Is that the sign? Are we supposed to attack now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hey, Malicious. We need your help.
26 fire damage.
26 fire damage? Okay. We are going to... He is going to... the hit kind of slams in. As it clears, he stands up and he says, well, I suppose I can get my hands dirty. And he is going to fly into the arena along with 2 other creatures. One of them looks to be a giant bodyguard made of multiple bone parts. So we're going to use that 4-armed bone skeleton that we have flying around. And the other one appears to be a skull, actually, a floating skull.
Just have lying around.
Yeah, we just have lying around. And as he lands in the arena, we will grab those really quick and be right back for another combat here.
Now, important.
Moving into that.
Does he superhero land? Does he super villain land? Does he Mega
he
Mind
full on
land?
lands,
Does he
arms
have a cape?
outstretched. Yes, he does have a cape.
So it's like Mega Mind.
He absolutely looks the part of a full-on megalomaniac villain.
Yes.
Good.
All right, and through the power of editing, we are back, and as you can see, we've got the Lich on the field along with his bodyguard and seneschal.
Did they get hit with the fireball blast?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no, just for the sake of ease.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, they probably did. I don't think that VIP box would have been too big. So let me roll there. You guys roll new initiatives if you wouldn't mind.
Come on, Blinky.
Ow.
Not great, but
The bodyguard took the full brunt, and the other one did not take. It took the half damage.
okay.
Took half of these.
Okay. Bolt, what's your initiative?
8
8. Victor.
plus my sneak attack, my rat.
6 plus 5, that's 11.
11. Fred.
20.
23.
3.
3.
No, 22. Sorry.
22. Well,
Not
Fred,
enough.
it is your turn first.
Okay.
It's Winifred, not Wilfred.
Well, Fred, what would you like to do?
What will you do next? I'm going to Disneyland.
Going to Disney World.
I'm going to Disney World. See?
Okay.
If you see me in Disney World, leave me be.
Say hi, you'll love it.
If you see me in Disney World,
By the time this episode comes out, I'll be back from Disney World.
Some person will be like, "Oh, whoops, I interrupted you."
Which, if you...
stay away.
Hey, Patches.
Here, I'll put it over here if you want.
Yeah, gotta keep it up.
Okay.
All right, Fred, what would you like to do?
Okay. Fred is going to say, let's see, how far can Gearhawk move? How far?
60
Yeah, I think it's like 60,
I think.
or so.
Do I have enough movement to kind of swoop down, have Gearhawk pick up Belle?
Okay.
Would you allow this?
Uh,
And then go over here.
yeah, Belle's not gonna resist, so Gearhawk can just, grasp him. Okay? Firmly grasp it.
Perfect. And then we will move over
Oh, we'll
with
get
Belle
the battle sounds back started again here.
in Gearhawk's clutches to...
Okay.
What's his name? Ponderosa?
Ponderax.
Ponderosa Pie.
Ponderax?
Flat Stanley is what you guys are
Flat
calling it.
Stanley.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry?
Right, right, whoop.
Whatever. I'm there. Okay. Sorry, Belle. I just thought I'd make things easier on you.
Okay.
And she will attack.
So is he not flying anymore? Did he land?
You can be at least 5 feet above if you want. But
Still, yeah, kind of hovering.
5 feet in the air, so yep.
Okay, first attack is an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay.
I'm assuming he's resistant to poison itself.
He would indeed be immune to poison. Yes.
Immune. Okay, and then that's a 23 to hit
23 will hit.
for 9.
For 9.
Last is 29 to hit
29 will hit. Yep.
for 16.
16. Now, did you want to apply your Hexblade's curse to him?
Yes.
You
May
can you
I?
reapply
As- I don't know.
Bonus action?
Or is that just Hex that we're thinking of?
We're thinking of Hex.
Okay.
Yes, I know that because last time I wanted to do that.
Okay. Yeah. So 3 attacks slice in. You definitely deliver a blow. You actually manage to knock the mask that he's wearing off, and you can see that he's kind of got a withered and decrepit face under the mask.
Get him!
Oh,
That is
disgusting.
The sands
And
of fate.
and
flow
then
on,
I'll add
whatever it
in
says.
an energy die into that to add an extra psionic strike.
Okay.
For extra 11 damage.
Okay.
My favorite Wither's
11
quote?
damage.
No.
Then Gearhawk.
Will you help me? No.
Gearhawks.
Will you help them? No.
We'll do a multi-attack. Oh, well, with her talons, his talons. We'll drop Bell.
Okay. Yeah. Dropping is a free action. So
Okay.
Yep.
And then we'll do
But popping and locking it,
a talon
that takes an
attack.
action.
yeah.
Pop it, lock it.
Drop it.
So that is 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
first.
Yep.
So that's 14
14.
slashing damage,
Okay.
and then another talon attack, which is only 15.
Only 15 that will miss.
Okay.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Ponderax is going to take a legendary action.
Okay.
And I need you, Gearhawk, and Bell to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Bell does
Oops.
not make his save and is going to take the full damage here.
I am within 20 feet. Is that a problem?
It's within 5 feet.
So that's 19 for me. For Fred, I should say.
19
oh,
is
and
a
then
success.
23 for Gearhawk.
Okay, both successes. You're going to take half damage on this. 11. So take 5 acid damage.
That's halved.
Yes, that's halved.
Okay.
And then Bell takes the full 11 and is knocked prone. As he basically just sends out a wave of energy that makes the crowd go completely wild. They've seen his flourishes before. Then next up is actually Ponderax. And he says, I think you all need to stop for a minute. And as he says stop, it kind of rings out with his word of power. And he's going to actually cast a level 6 hold person, which means it targets 6 people.
Whoa.
So I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
16.
Including you.
16 for
I am
Fred.
reading the heart.
Yep.
Let's see what Gearhawk gets.
So is he targeting everyone essentially?
Yeah, he is targeting everybody.
Or you said it was wisdom?
Yes, wisdom.
Okay. Everyone within 30 feet of me, the harp materializes as I.
Actually, sorry, it would be everybody in 60 feet. Is that everybody except for maybe this guy back here? Okay, perfect.
Except for that guy.
Patches, come here.
Yeah,
So,
except
number
for
one,
number 1.
He gets it. Oh, there's a guy back
One's
there.
over here.
Oh, didn't even realize. He's not prone anymore, though, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it hasn't taken another turn
Got it.
yet.
So these two, plus you,
Okay.
and myself, with my reaction, since you can hear the harp, you get advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Okay, the one that is prone is still paralyzed, but the other one saves, and so does...
And this is not a charm or a fear
Bell.
effect, right?
No. It's a paralyzing effect. So,
Fred was 16. Gearhawk
That-
was 17.
so 16 is
They were both lovers. This is the start of a movie.
Yes.
She was a girl, he was a gearhawk.
He was a-
Gearhawk.
Can I make it
They
any
was
more
a bird.
obvious?
So 17, or 16, you said?
Yes.
That is not a success.
Okay.
And I made
Is that
it
with the
17.
advantage? 17?
Yes.
That was not with
I break
advantage.
a string on
Okay.
the harp.
She had
That was natural
orbs.
20.
Okay,
So.
you're saved. What was your roll?
Did
Hold.
Gearhawk need to...
What more can I say?
Yes,
Well,
gearhawk.
and-
Well, no. It's only targeting human.
I rolled
Okay.
I rolled a 1,
Okay.
but then my second roll, I rolled a 2.
Hey, you
I
doubled.
failed.
You doubled.
Absolutely.
You doubled your
Okay,
output.
you are paralyzed.
Yep.
23.
23 is enough. Yes.
I guess I deserve that.
Okay. Yeah. So you bring the harp out and play. You fortify a couple allies around you, but it still doesn't manage to.
So who else is paralyzed?
You and the prone brother.
Did
Not
he
Bell,
roll?
but yeah.
Did he roll
Brother?
with advantage? Too, by
Yes,
the
he
way?
did. Not the Brotherhood guy, not the brother
Okay.
brother. Yeah.
How long does this last for?
A minute.
Or until his concentration is
Yeah,
broken?
it's a concentration spell. Sorry, at the end of each of your turns, you also roll
Roll.
to save.
And it's a wisdom again.
Yep. Okay, and that is his turn. That is his.
That was a good try.
The harp can't save you from bad rolls. Sorry. Bell is going to take his turn to stand up, or his movement to stand up. And as he does, he's actually going to cast a spell of his own. He is going to cast Silence on Stalli and the Seneschal guy, the
Silencio, por favor.
floating skull, just in case it does a magic kind of attack.
Is it like what, 20-foot radius?
Oh, silence is a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice.
Which I believe is fireball. Yeah, so he can.
Yep.
Yep, he can get these two.
Got to zip
Yep,
it.
he manages to get them without clipping anybody else.
Got a whole bag of zip it with your name on it.
So this kind of like bubble of silence circles around him. You've seen this move before, and he goes, "All yours." But it is not your turn yet. Instead, it is a legendary
However,
action.
this is the first time that you've not been on the receiving end of the silence spell.
Now, what happens to the people that are paralyzed from these
refreshing.
silence? Is it still paralyzed?
He's still paralyzed. Yeah, silence doesn't break.
It just
concentration.
prevents.
Yep, just
prevents casting.
Then Stalli is actually going to make an attack against you, friend. Actually, no, he's going to attack the one that's silenced him. That sounds like a better idea. Make his attack. He does not hit. But after his attack roll, he can move up to his speed without provoking opportunity attack. So he's going to slide through kind of gracefully, like almost like dance through
He's an
as
edge
he
dancer.
moves towards Bolt.
How many feet?
30 feet. Yep. Weaving around as needed.
Do you want it here?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Other side.
I imagine he
Jason or no?
moves like hexes.
No, not adjacent.
From vertically.
Yeah, and he comes out and he goes, "How dare you try and silence this voice?" And that is Bell's turn. The next thing to go is the...
golden gun.
So unfortunately for Bell, the floating skull does not do magic. It instead does
Biting.
eye beams. It actually has 2 gemstone eyes. And
Hey. He's copying you.
Copycat?
it is going to fire an eye of flame at your brother.
I have flame. Toe of.
Now, is Bell concentrating on that silence? He should be, right?
I have no.
Yes.
Okay. So he's got a concentration right
He's
here.
going to take damage here.
Silence.
Right there.
I'll use you again one day.
Bless you.
So he does not make his save, and he's going to take... He is going to uncanny dodge to take half of this damage. 36 divided by 2 is what?
36 divided by 2?
18?
Yeah.
18 damage, okay. And then the skull is actually going to rush forward out of the silence and make 2 bite attacks on Fred. Just coming out. It's adorable. 23 to hit on the first one.
Fred would be
That
like,
will
oh,
hit.
so cute. Would you like to join my army?
For 8 slashing damage.
Loud enough.
Okay.
And the other one is a 20 to hit. I'm assuming that one misses.
Second one will miss. But
You gonna reduce?
I will use telekinetic reprisal.
Oh, okay.
When you take damage from a creature within 10 feet of you, you can use your reaction to force the creature to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. I rolled an 18.
A what?
An 18.
19?
18.
That's it. Need it. Half as much damage though, so let me roll this damage.
And then Victor, you are up.
Okay.
Oh, actually, wait. We got another action coming in.
So that's 4 damage. 4 force damage, please.
4 force.
And what was my damage though? I'm so sorry.
You took
8.
8. Yep.
I just finished my temp points.
Oh, you still had it
finally
from the last session or from
Yeah.
the last one?
Okay, at the end of that creature's turn, Ponderax is going to slide next to Victor's space and make an attack against him. With disadvantage, because it is... Oh, that's a natural 1. He misses. And then he's going to move on, sliding even further 30 feet this way without provoking opportunity attacks. Actually, 25 feet. Because he had to move 5 feet to get next to Victor. Because I didn't plan that very well. Now it is Victor's turn.
Alright, I will attack him.
Okay.
With sharpshooter.
With
advantage.
sharpshooter.
And it's going to be a 15. Well, this was specifically with clinch, if I could say the word right. That's a plus 9, 24, minus 5,
No.
19.
19 will hit.
Okay, and then so that's going to be a plus 10 to the damage. And then I'll roll these guys. So that is a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 6, 15. So 25 total damage.
25.
I should have used my aim, but that's okay. And then I don't have. Oh, what the heck? So I threw one of the daggers over there. I'm going to switch places with it and attack him. And I will use one of my performance points to get advantage.
You don't have to. Remember, we figured out that...
For advantage?
Oh, that... We probably did change that so you had to use the performance for advantage.
Okay, I'll just use it for advantage.
Okay.
And then roll these two again. The higher is 17.
Okay.
That's going to be plus... Let's see, we already used clinch.
It'll hit.
Use missed. Okay. And then mark missed off.
Roll that damage with sneak attack.
And the damage, that's going to be 4, 5, 6, 8. So that's 10. Plus my missed, which is plus 6. So that's 16 damage base.
Okay.
Plus sneak attack. 28 sneak attack damage. And that is it.
Okay.
As a note, 2 of that was acid, if it matters.
That does actually matter, yes.
The rest was piercing.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. That's
At
it.
the end of your turn, he'll make another attack against you, which is a failure, and then he's going to slide 30 feet further away down towards me.
And you said he can't. He doesn't take.
Yeah,
reaction.
no provoking on
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Oh, look, he's right next to one of your other daggers.
Come back here. I'll bite your legs off.
The number 3 warrior is going to rush 30 feet and make a couple attacks at range against the skull. Ooh. Ooh. Hurrah. That's a miss, and a hit. So only one hit on that.
Miss.
Miss, baby. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Need some damage there.
Collaborate endless.
Then we've got the bodyguard is going to rush forward and slam down on Bell. 2 attacks. One is a miss. The other is a hit. Roll.
Strike.
And then he's going to make a strength drain attack as well, because they can do that. But he misses that one. Bolt.
I'm
your turn.
paralyzed.
Oh, that's right. Make another check for me. Which, does your thing say until the end of your next turn, until the start of your next turn? For the harp.
Until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so you can make this one with advantage.
Okay, let's roll Bosco's dice.
You can do it.
Come on, Bosco.
14.
14 total.
Yes.
Just need to double check here.
You know what? I'm gonna use this. 15.
Not enough.
Damn it. Damn it.
Still paralyzed.
Yep.
Oh, let me do one thing first, though. What's that? 28 plus 16 is
8
30.
plus 6 is
14.
14.
28 plus 16.
34.
34. Divided by 2.
Is
Actually, be 44 total.
17?
44, 22, then divided by 2. So, from the sneak attack, he lost concentration
Oh.
on hold person. So here's your dice back.
Oh, okay.
Please take your turn.
Sweet. Thank you, Victor. Victor, you followed the rules.
Bolt, you just have to wake up!
You just have to wake up. Doy!
Put down the cookies! Do it now!
Why didn't I think of that?
I am going to move right up next to him. And you know what's coming next?
Fireball?
The old grapple.
Point blank fireball?
I heard you like hugs.
It's Bell.
So give me a strength or athletics
My name's Bolt. I like warm hugs.
versus my strength.
That is a 15.
Oh,
Reindeers are better than people.
that doesn't beat my...
Don't you think I'm
25.
Okay.
right?
He is grappled.
He is grappled.
Hello,
Second
I'll cheat
attack.
you.
Push him? Or
He is going
Prone
to
him?
get proned. So same thing.
3.
Okay. Yes. 15 or 17 plus 12.
Yep.
Let's call it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you grab him in one hand and then slam him into the ground.
Yep. So he's restrained and proned. Prostroned.
Unhand
He's
me.
Prostroned.
Let's try me.
Then I'm gonna take
Action surge?
an action surge because I got it back on my shorts. I believe.
Yes.
Yes. Double check. Yep. Action surge, and then I'm gonna give me old 1-2. Punching him.
Which hand is doing the punching? Which
That
hand's
is
doing
a
the grappling?
crit.
Didn't even roll advantage with it.
I thought we were gonna kiss him or
Yeah.
something.
I don't roll advantage. Well, I guess I do, huh?
He's prone.
If I get double crit.
No.
I love it. Yeah, so that's a crit
Okay.
on that one.
Woohoo.
So double the dice plus a d6 for big.
Yes.
Can I do I double that too?
Yes. You double any dice you roll on this attack.
Dice, double the epic dice.
I don't know if I have anything else. I don't think so.
Double the epic
Chains?
dice.
Oh, I can try chains.
And
That's
double
right.
the epic die.
Hold on. Chains might be a long rest.
And then double your epic dice.
It is. Okay, I'll do an epic dice. Thank you, Victor.
Double the epic dice.
Okay.
Yep.
Double the epic dice, sure. And then chains. Yeah, I'll do fire rune.
Oh, does it actually on a short rest?
Yeah.
Nice.
So he has to make a strength saving throw
He fails.
of DC 18 or be restrained for
He
1 minute.
does not have very much strength.
Okay. So he takes an extra 2d6 fire damage, so that's 4d6. Can I get 3 more d6 from someone?
Sure. Einstein strike. Oh, best. They're over here.
4 from that, 2 from being big, or 2 from epic die, 2 from big, and then 2 for the actual damage.
2 from being Tom Hanks.
Yes.
He's our favorite. He's America's favorite
Yeah.
Zoltar.
I mean,
actor.
I roll horribly, but yes.
We know.
Yeah.
There's a deformity on this.
Let's see, that's 12, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 damage.
28
Plus.
damage.
Do you have a
Plus 8 is 36 damage.
36.
Under
Okay.
damage.
Second
Second attack.
attack. By the way,
So,
I just realized that I made you go through that whole fight to see how many Brotherhood and Navy you take out,
yeah, we didn't
and you didn't even find
them.
them.
Well, we had less on our side
Yes.
So this was the ploy.
Yep.
all along. Okay, second attack. Oh, a 19. Almost another crit.
Do you want to roll advantage because
Oh,
he's
yes,
prone?
because he's prone. Yeah, 3. I'll take the 19.
Okay. Roll me
plus
damage.
13.
The dice gods have spoken. Timora be praised.
And that is 11 under damage.
How would you like to take him out?
I'll do the bear hug,
Mhm.
and then I'll put him to the ground, and I'll just be like, "You talk too much." And
Right into the
Yep,
head.
yep.
Yep. The first hit cracks the skull, and the second just like shatters it.
Sarah McLachlan begins singing.
Speaking
And
of the angel's blood, where would you find it?
if there was a hush that went over the crowd before, there is an even bigger hush that goes over the crowd now, mostly because you watch as the stands start fading away, all the spirits in the stands. The two in the arena clatter to the ground, lifeless. The gems kind of crack and dissolve to dust. And you are left standing in the arena on your own.
Is there anything left of Pondorax?
Yeah, I mean, his body is still there.
Does he have the blood on him?
Go ahead and give me an investigate check. Let's see if you can find anything on his body.
That is a natural 20 plus
Natural
9,
20.
29.
You do not find the blood.
Did
But-
you check his prison pocket?
I checked all of the holes, Victor.
In like
I
the
just reminded
inside of
because he
his
didn't have one.
robe is or inside of his cape, because he has a cape,
He has no vials because the
is
defiler got
a
them all.
kind of.
Sorry.
Do you want the prize or not?
Going off the
I'm sorry,
rails on a
it's just
crazy
so great.
train.
Inside of his cape there is a secret pocket, and it has a single, like, elaborate black key in it.
It's elaborate keys.
I think maybe there's a vault of some sort, possibly nearby.
Are we secure? And the Victor's gonna.
Look at
Bell.
that bell.
Listen, Belle,
Yes. Friend.
I will give you 2 options. Number 1, you come peacefully aboard my ship as a prisoner. Or number 2, you die.
I give you noogies and kick your ass.
And what exactly does being your prisoner entail? Is it just a confined to quarters until we get back to Aneria, or
What?
Yes, precisely.
Don't put him on babysitting duty. I don't want him around the kid.
Oh no, you can't be around my son.
I'm sorry.
Nothing.
He's like, what?
It's a bit odd. I didn't think that you were against me at this point.
Well, it's not that I'm against you, it's that I'm against our sir.
I see you're still on about that, huh?
Belle, you have seen how he's treated me my entire childhood.
You didn't have it any worse than the rest of us.
And you think it's okay.
It was how we were raised. It's made us into the warriors that we are today. Do you think you'd be half as good as you are without his guidance?
Maybe, maybe not.
I thought the gaslighting was last episode.
But we don't have to bend to his every whim and fancy. We can have our own lives. We don't have to do what he wants us to do. Do you agree with me?
No.
Why?
Because we follow orders. That's what we've always done.
Well, I think for myself. And I'm sorry that you did not inherit that trait.
She thinks for me sometimes too.
Sir is right. That's your mother's weakness coming out.
So, you're asking for death, then?
I will surrender myself to your custody until we get to Aneria, if it'll make you feel better. And he'll full on, hold out the glaive.
She will hop down off of Gearhawk and take the glaive and, strap it onto Gearhawk. And then she'll look at him and say, "Let's seal it with a hug." Just to get under his skin.
You can't see his eyes narrow, but you feel his eyes narrow.
Come here now, Belle.
She's much smaller than
We
him.
don't hug.
Oh, I know.
She will full on give him this giant squeezy hug.
He looks he glances over at his men who all wisely turn their heads away to examine what's going on in the stands, and then he quickly just wraps his arms around you and squeezes.
To the men, would you also like a hug? I give good. You can see I give really good ones.
They do hand their weapons over to you.
They have a Bjorn too if you want.
Ava comes out from the pit with the others, and she says, "I'm guessing from the fact that there's no more undead that we're done here."
I believe so. I did.
And Bella's as soon as Ava comes out, he's trying to push you off.
Just me and my brother here.
The undead are re-dead. We did pretty good.
We found this ornate key. Do you have any idea where he would have kept?
There's probably a lower
prize.
level.
I figured you'd been here for a little while.
I haven't explored the arena very much, just because it's not safe to do that other than to be in the stands, or it wasn't.
What do you say we take a look around? It's kind of what we came here for.
Let's do it.
And what about us?
You are welcome to ride with us back to Aneria. We're headed back there.
That's a great tattoo song.
We'd be happy to.
What about?
I think we'll head back to the ship now. We've got people that need recovery still.
Sure. I'll let's see, can we contact John? He has the ring, right? He has a ring?
Probably.
I thought John did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take some time and write a message to John and just tell him that
Or you
Ava
can
and
send
her-
Gearhawk too.
Yeah,
couple
Gearhawk,
friends.
bring them back here.
Okay. Gearhawk takes off. Belle and are you going to restrain Belle and the other Brotherhood members, or are you just going to be
Can we lock him in one of the cells temporarily while we go search around?
Sure, yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I'll. Perhaps they could wait here in one of the cells.
I'll watch them. You two go ahead.
You gotta find out what their favorite finger or digit is.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
Bell is middle.
Are you sure? We'll be all right.
I think so.
Okay. Well, we won't take too long if we're not back in a couple
Fred
hours.
is eating this up, the idea of holding her brother prisoner.
Yeah, and you can tell you might hear the faint grinding sound of teeth underneath the helmet that kind of echoes a little bit. He's definitely not enjoying
Just
this.
be glad she doesn't have an extra pair of lederhosen.
Oh. Perhaps I do.
I'm not.
Those are for official members only.
It's the prison lederhosen. It's got black and white stripes.
Like white stripe,
Or they're just pure orange. One of the two. Give me either one.
A jumpsuit.
Okay. So while Fred watches over the Brotherhood, Ava and the rest, like Ava will come over and just like glare at them with you. Yeah. Basically, like both of you standing side by side, arms crossed, glaring.
Then Gearhawk comes down and crosses his wings.
Which means the ship's probably just about here. So
Yeah.
You two head probably up back into the stand, start looking around.
Yeah, we'll try to find like a stairway down or a ladder,
Yep.
trapdoor, stuff like
It's
that.
pretty easy to spot. It's behind the VIP booth. Basically, it's how Stalli kind of came and went. And it leads down into like a spiral down deep below the arena, probably like 3 stories down before it opens up again. And there is a large set of ornate doors that have a lock in them.
Okay. I will try the key in the lock.
Okay. Yeah, it fits perfectly. You crack it open. The doors kind of like automatically swing open a little bit, and the
spring loaded.
the scent that kind of fills your
Soft
nostrils
close.
is musty and a little.
Hasn't been opened in a while.
Yep. And as you walk in, it's not a big vault filled with like treasure or anything. It is fairly empty, actually. And the only thing that you see in the room is kind of in the center of where the center of the arena would be, where a figure is chained. It is pale skinned. It has black veins kind of running through its body. Like the veins are very prominent on its skin all over, and it has black eyes. And what strikes you the most are the pair of black feathered wings that are chained to the ground behind it.
I will approach cautiously and see if it reacts.
It does not. You can tell it's breathing.
I will reach. Yeah, I will say, "Hello there. Are you all right?"
Come for your prize, then. And the head kind of tilts to the side, and he goes, "Take it."
Well, Did Pondorax chain you up?
Years ago, centuries. I don't know how long it's been.
Well, he's gone now.
He looks up at you, and you can see like these like black pools, almost like oil for eyes, and you can see there's even like dark black stains running down his cheeks as well from where he's been pretty much constantly crying. It almost looks like he's not gone. You can't kill a lich that easily.
Oh, yes, that's true. Do you know where he keeps his vessel?
I don't.
Well, would you like to be free instead?
You're not one of his?
No. In fact, I
This
very
isn't-
much don't like him.
This isn't another
Wouldn't you
cruel
agree, Victor?
test.
I've got to be free.
Not a test. And I will go over and start examining the chains. Are they magical? They just look like
They are.
chains?
They appear magical, but only for like limiting the power within this this angel, as it were.
Would I be able to break them?
Yeah.
With my strength.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not good hard. Yeah. In fact, you have the key for it.
Oh, is that the same?
Yeah,
key?
it's the
I'll
same
just,
key. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start unlocking them and undo it.
The last of the chains fall, and the emaciated angel falls forward, kind of catches himself on his hands, and looks down at it. Basically, you could just see like it's completely raw around the wrist. It's almost like ground down to the bone. It looks like.
I will take out my not the supreme. I didn't get a supreme one. I got
The superior.
a superior. I'll take out the superior rune of healing and like place it against him and activate it.
He'll actually stop your hand, reach up and stop it before it, and he goes, "No healing. It won't work.
Okay.
In fact, it would do more harm than good at this point."
What can we help you in any way?
Get me out of here. please.
Do you have a name?
Is his name? What is his name?
Is it like a demon? Tells us his name, then you have control over
My
him
name
now.
is Demonia.
Actually, his name is Donerel.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Donnerel.
Donerell.
Say it one more time.
Donerell.
I'm gonna put in quotes angel.
Yep.
Donerel, we are headed back towards Aneria.
We're not on an area.
Well, how long have you been down here,
It's hard to tell.
if you had to guess?
He took blood every tournament. There was a tournament every year. 50 years. 50 bloods.
Where were you before this?
He rattles off the name of some kingdom that I didn't write down that you've never heard of.
Donerel.
So he's
So, from what you
the
remember,
shattering has been like thousands of years ago, right?
yeah, from what you remember from the story, Ponderax got his source of angel blood wherever he started finding it. Before it was pre-shattering times, so it's been at least like 1800 years that he's been chained up.
Astral Sea time screwery.
No, like 1800 years in normal time since the shattering. That's about.
That's
how
what
long
I'm
it's
saying. Like his perception of it.
Yeah,
perhaps.
yeah, exactly. And he's probably gone pretty crazy being down here alone with nothing else going on. So
Well, I can tell you that Aneria is different than what it used to be. It is no longer one plane. It has been destroyed. I'll kind of give him like a Cliff's Notes version of the. It's been shattered, like,
that's
and this is just but a chunk of it.
It's kind of a sensitive subject. Some of us shattered it more than others.
Victor, I'm going to need you to walk away right now.
that
I can
is-
cast Fireball, you know.
He knows fireball. I'm out.
That is unbelievable. But
Crazier
I'll
things
believe
have
it.
happened. Well, maybe not crazier. That's pretty crazy. Anyway, we're headed back to where we were born and raised, and you are welcome to join us. We're not
I would be.
going to keep you prisoner or anything.
I'd be happy to.
But to be clear, we don't have very many rooms, so you might have to stay with the prisoners. You just won't be a prisoner, okay?
We can find space. You can sleep in the galley or something.
You can have John's bed.
It's a ship that you have.
Yes,
A flying
travels
ship.
travels in the Astral Sea.
As long as I can sleep on the top deck, I don't want to be confined anymore.
I kind of like look around the room. Understandable. Sure.
You can have my hammock in the crow's nest.
He brings himself to his feet. Again, it's some weird little mashup of like undead and angel is what you're pretty much seeing here. But he does manage to stumble his way out the door after you.
Okay. Yeah, we'll lead him up. Kind of give Fred. We found where Pondorax was getting his angel blood. This gentleman named Donerel.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, it is an honor to meet you.
Am I going crazy, or do you have more than two eyes?
Oh, yes. No, I mean, you're not going crazy. I have more than two eyes. Very astute.
I probably also am going crazy, though, so.
Oh,
Are you sure we can't heal you?
I feel like positive energy is not going to be a good thing for me right now.
Oh, if you
Or
need
ever
negative
again.
energy, I got you. You see, Lich's corpse is over here. We can both defecate on it before we leave. Really bad juju.
Really good juju. Well,
Good bad juju.
He actually will walk over to
Ponderax's
corpse,
yeah, Ponderax.
and he will reach in, and you watch as he like takes his hand and reaches into the clothes and just like rips his chest open.
Whoa.
Ignoring the gore and the blood in there, and he's going to grab one of the rib bones and yank it out. And he says, "Now we can go."
I mean, I was joking, but that was intense.
What did you do that for?
I don't know. I feel like taking a piece of him is...
You know what, Fred?
Soothing.
Why don't you get a piece? You get a piece. I'll take a piece as well.
All right.
He's part skeleton.
Belle, what's your favorite finger?
Just kidding. I don't want one.
Told you.
Did you
it's
find
the
it?
middle
It's
one.
the middle one? All right, I will take his middle finger. Not Belle's, but
The liches. Okay, yeah. You add one lich middle finger to your hand, please. This is technically, by the way, this is a in Kobold Press's Tome of Beast 2. This is called a virtuoso lich. Yeah, they are a bard lich.
He's a conductor.
Mm-hmm.
Plays the rib xylophone.
is that why he had lightning man? No,
Not
that was
very
the
well
other guy
now.
with lightning man.
Doon,
Conductor
doon,
did it.
doon, doon.
By this
Dun,
time,
dun, dun.
the Wayward Wanderer is overhead. Ladders or rope ladders have been dropped down, and Donarel looks up and he says, "That is your ship?
Yes.
Didn't expect it to fly."
How else would we get between the planes?
I guess walking is out of the question.
Can you fly?
I don't know. And he kind of like flexes his wings, which kind of shift a little bit. He goes, "I never have before."
You've never flown.
No,
Are you like a chicken?
I suppose I might be. Although, I wouldn't like to be running around with my head cut off. That would be a problem.
You are
Kinda like
very
Ponderax here.
depressing.
Thank you. When I was first...
We
When I
just
first-
adopted an emo angel, guys.
And tonight will be the night that I will follow you.
Because he can't fly, right?
Yes. He says, when I first became an angel, within the first 10 seconds of my existence, I was captured by Ponderax. I never got a chance to fly or
Is that
use
part of
any
the
of my
story?
powers.
Is that part of the story? Like something...
No, so there was never anything in the story about where Ponderax got. He became wealthy and started offering Angel's Blood as prizes to for his tournament.
Pondorax is bad juju.
Agreed. We should leave here before he reforms.
Excellent idea.
I hadn't considered that. We should go.
Okay. Everybody climbs up the ladders, including Donarel. He just seems to just take it pretty easily. Despite the fact that he looks very frail, he seems like he's still got a little bit of strength in him, so it's not too hard for him to climb up.
All right. Everyone keep your arms, legs, wings, and other appendages, looking at you, eye stalks, inside the ship at all times.
All of the eye stalks roll at the same time. And then you actually, so as the ship starts taking off and going away, you do notice that, or you don't notice, it's Hafis actually walks up to you in his like drone form, his smaller Moai form.
Yeah.
And he says, "I was able to find quite a good collection of different ores that we can go over later. They're down in the cargo hold."
Oh, exciting.
Very much so.
All right.
So that's cursed.
Kid!
Let's head back. I'll start
There's-
heading back towards an area.
There's a lot more people here than there were before.
Yes.
Are they all orphans too?
No, but one of this prisoner is your uncle.
And he will be an orphan soon.
Yeah.
an
Not
adult-
actually my
adult
mom,
orphan.
like we talked about before.
Belle, this is my son, Kid.
Not her son.
He's my son. I adopted him.
You adopted a child.
Yes, we have the
Yes.
paperwork.
Sorry, I was like...
Yeah, sorry.
I thought that was
Belle.
Kid
No,
saying
yeah.
that. I was like,
Sorry, that's
yeah?
Belle
She
turns
was
to
like,
you
you
and says,
adopted
yeah.
that?
It's like
Again.
It's like 3 sessions in a row that I've done
Gaslighting
that
was
kind of
last
stuff.
episode, not this one.
Yes, I've adopted a child, and his name is Kid. Well, he likes to go by Muck sometimes, but I call him Kid for short.
I go by Muck because it rhymes with, and then Belle turns to you and he goes, "Take me to my holding cell, please."
I like that you're using your mind for rhyming. Very good.
Okay, I'm gonna go do something. And he goes wandering off to go talk to the other people. In fact, he looks very interested in the lizard folk who's just kind of like glaring at everybody at this point because, cool.
Use your manners. Good boy. Mummy loves you.
Not my mom. Okay, and as you guys start pulling away from the asteroid that contains this Colosseum, we will go ahead and end the episode there. Let's do inspirations all around. That was a great couple sessions. Well, it was a session, but
I would like to give a gift to our resident not kobold. Yeah, kobold. No.
What? Kobold? No kobold.
What's his name? No, the
I guess there is a kobold on the ship. Carnuth is here.
Carnuth, yeah. I'm gonna walk up to Carnuth. Carnuth, I got you another one. And then he's gonna walk off.
Finger. The lich finger.
What? And again, he follows after you. Victor, where are you getting these? Hey, yeah, and that is where we will end tonight's episode. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. It has been a wonderful time, and we hope that you had fun, too. I had a lot of fun with this, and we'll see what happens when we get back to Aneria
Next time.
Yeah, but until then, like, comment, subscribe, join our Patreon, have a lot of fun, and we will see you next week.
How do you do it?
I can't. My fingers don't work.
Love!
It hurts!
It does hurt!
Love does hurt. That is very true.